Um,
Well,
we're back.
yeah, we skipped a week.
Here's the
like
problem.
Always.
Here's the problem. First of all, welcome to the WordPool podcast. This is episode 9 or 10. And I gotta be honest, I don't think I want to continue the podcast. This is it, guys. This is the finale.
No, you can't stop.
Can we just say, how about if we take a break this week, right? I'll stop it here and I'll upload this little thing so people know. But what if we just don't record this week? And we go back to what we were doing, which we'll get into in a minute. But we go back to what we were doing, and we don't record, and that way, that's our vacation from the season. Like, we'll come back and it'll still be season 1 of the podcast, but we have a 2-week break, and we come back and we just record during the summer. Sound fair?
That's for the audience. We can't hear them.
So I'll see you guys later. How's it going? How you doing?
Leave your thoughts in the comments below.
I was asking you, but audience, how are you guys doing?
Yeah, I'm more concerned about our audience and all of their thoughts and emotions on our brilliant podcast.
Well, it is brilliant, and I'd like to mention that. We're great. We're great people. I'm great, you're great.
You are pretty great. I would say I am not the greatest. I could be better. But anyway, how are you?
I am great, as I said. I'm doing great.
Doing great, feeling great.
Kind of just taking a break. See, right before the podcast started, we were just chilling and hanging out. We were listening to some jazz. And
you know, as you do.
We were going through old yearbooks, listening to some jazz. And really, I think what we're trying to do subconsciously is we're trying to pull our brains away from one very important thing. And
what is that?
That thing is finals. Now,
finals are upon us.
We don't like saying it.
They start tomorrow.
We don't like talking about it, but
we have to because it's a podcast and we have to talk about something.
I mean, I think it'll be interesting to get our take on finals because I have 6 finals. How many finals you got?
5, I think.
Dang, I got more than you.
Well, okay, here's the thing. We have band,
but
that final is going to take 10 minutes flat, I guarantee it.
So if we chop them both off, I got 5. You got 4?
No, I still have 5 because I was not counting band because that seriously is going to take like 10 minutes. But I have.
Yeah, but I don't think
all the core classes and economics. So
the guy who does the band didn't want to give us the final. And he
he realized it the next day when he was like, yeah, I didn't want to get up that early, but now I do.
Yeah. So essentially, I think it was because someone mouthed off to him, and he was like, fine, I'll give you the final anyway.
Well, it's because we were all like, oh, your final's going to be, don't even waste your time, because it's going to be easy. And he's like, you know what?
He's like, bet, I'll show you it's going to be hard. And then he gave out, 3 papers of study guides, so...
But the font is, the size of Manhattan, so really it's, a page.
See, really...
half a page.
In reality, that final is kind of scary. Actually kind of scary. Because if he does the same grading as he would... any other final.
That's the only grade we have.
Yeah, exactly. So I have a 96 in the class because he grades unfairly, and it would drop me to a B if I failed the test, and I can't have a B. I just can't. It's not my nature.
I already have a B, but it's an advanced class, so it kind of counts as an A. It's very confusing.
Yep. Anyway, we'll see you guys next time. Yeah, but I don't know. I think that class will be easy if I look at the papers once and I know kind of what it's talking about, and I'll just write something on my paper and turn it in.
It's true.
But, tomorrow is honestly my hardest day, because here's how the schedule works, right? You got Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, because we already had all of our regular classes for the year. We're done with school, in general. But now we got to go in Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday from 8 a.m. to 12 p.m., and we're going to take our tests, and then on Wednesday we'll be done. We'll be out, and that's it for summer, or for school. That's it for summer. We'll be back the next day. But what's interesting is the way it's structured. We didn't have a week in between the finals and regular classes to study. They just kind of merged them, and then we just kind of had to go in and study while we were getting other material to know. And so now we're going to go in on Monday, and I have 3 tests on Monday, and I am kind of studying. I mean, we're doing this right now, so we're kind of wasting some time. But
That's true.
I don't know. I'm not trying to make the podcast slip away. I really want to turn this into something, so I can't miss 2 weeks in a row. I'll do one, but I'm not gonna do 2. And by the way, we did record an original podcast last week, but unfortunately, the new guy who has taken over our spot, he actually left a note on my desk, a Post-it note. Don't know how he got in my house, but the Post-it note actually says here. I'll take it. I'm reading it right now. It says, "Help." That's all it says. It's just help.
And there's an A, so it's more like help.
Yeah, I think this guy's 12. I think really, this guy's 12. But
And
Yeah, so
it has an exclamation point and a question mark, so...
Yeah, I thought that was kind of weird too. And did you notice that he dots all of his I's with hearts? I mean, there's no I's in the word help.
He just
but
put I.
Yeah, he put an I with a heart. I guess that's what we'd know. But anyway, I'm gonna throw this away real quick. So yeah, let me just. All right, let's throw that away real quick. All right, so anyway, yeah, finals. I got 3 finals. What do you got on Monday?
Monday I got 2. I got world history, which I'm not worried about because I don't know, world history is not hard, and science, which I'm very much worried about.
Oh yeah, chemistry. I got chemistry, and that's gonna be rough. It's gonna be rough. I'm gonna tell the truth right now. It's gonna be rough.
Because chemistry is hard.
Chemistry's hard. Chemistry is difficult. I mean, I love chemistry. I think I got a bad love for chemistry that I don't like to admit. What's going on? What are you looking at? What's wrong with the podcast? What's wrong with the podcast? Look, that's the audio right there. So let's talk about our problems. No, not till we assess the threat. This is the podcast right here. This is the podcast. See, we're recording a podcast.
Making sure the microphone's not messed up like last time. It seems a little low.
I don't know. Hold on, guys. Hold on. We'll be right back. I'll be like, hey, what's going on, guys? We're back. We're back.
That was fun. Apparently.
So what I need to keep in mind.
Apparently there was a gremlin in the computer and he had to buy a whole new one. So.
Well, actually, no. What I actually found here, let me pull it out real quick. What I actually found was I found another Post-it note, and this one, like, it boggled me. Okay, it actually got me a little confused. It actually, like, I can't read it because the reason the audio was so low at the very beginning was because it shorted out and the Post-it note caught on fire. Now, luckily for me, Lucas alerted me, and I checked my computer, and I smelled a little bit of smoke, and so I pulled the Post-it note out, and what's weird is it was, like, covered in, like, maple syrup and, like, just stuck to the motherboard. Like,
yeah,
I don't know.
Dude, it was bizarre.
Like, luckily, like, an hour and a half later, I put the board back together, and we're, like, up and running again, but, like, I don't know. Anyway, let me throw that away real quick. All right, so it's been thrown away, and we're going to keep going.
So your chemistry.
Oh, yeah, because chemistry's rough. So chemistry is tough because of the fact that, well, we got bad learning. Let me just say that, bad learning. I'm not going to say bad teacher, I'm going to say bad learning. And essentially, chemistry is going to be tough because this last chapter is all math, and I already have a math test. And it's going to take questions from 6, 7, 8, and 9, previous chapter tests, that I failed. All failed. How do I have a high grade in the class? It's called extra credit.
Yeah, and for my science final, I have to study HPV.
HPV. That's the plub virus. The plub virus.
I think that's what it is, and I have to research that, and it's gross, but it's fine. We also have to learn about cells and that kind of thing. I think there's also just a regular chapter test to go along with the final, but I honestly haven't studied for it, so it'll be fine either way. I'm not going to fail. I'll have a C probably, but I won't fail.
See, chemistry does not, and real quick, I think the podcast is just not going to work anymore. Sorry, guys. The podcast is low volume. I don't know what to say. We're just going to see you guys later.
You're just going to have to crank it up, you know?
Yeah, we'll fix it in post, but it probably won't get fixed. And to be honest, I could care less. Really, I shouldn't have started it. I think what actually ended up happening was I said, let's do a podcast, and I should not have even started a podcast. Because, hold on, let me just do a sound check, right? Let me do a sound check. I don't have the AirPods, so I can't make that noise, but I have another way to make the same noise. Here.
It's a Wii remote.
Let me see. Okay, well.
Yeah, I'm going to ruin all the immersion.
Hold on, I'm just gonna. Did that make a spike? It made a little spike.
Not a big spike, though.
It didn't make a big spike, so we're having a problem, but I'll fix it later. Anyway, yeah, chemistry's tough. I got a bunch of stuff that I'm going to end up failing, and I got to hope that my extra credit will save me, because I have right now I have a 98, and like if I completely failed, I'd go down to a B, but I have a little bit of extra credit to turn in, and it should save me. It's a good buffer zone.
It always is, but I don't know. Honestly, the finals, they're just rough all the way around. Like even if they're easy, they're still stressful.
Yeah, basically. But I mean, it's just once I get into taking the test, it's all uphill from there. Because, I mean, doing a test is fine as long as like you absolutely know something. Like if you don't know,
like literally, if you know anything, it's better than like, oh man, I'm just gonna walk in and hope for the best. But
yeah. So anyway, first day I got a U.S. history test. U.S. history. Then we got
Pretty easy.
It's pretty easy, but our teacher requires us. By the way, he may be listening because I think he's subscribed. So what up? But I think that's hard because it's like you have to write and write and write, and he expects like 2 pages. So I mean, I can do it. But...
Yeah, honestly, it's not content for me. It's just like just writing so much because I like legitimately feel like I can't write another word after I'm done with this test.
Yeah, and like also, and the thing with that is that I have him in multiple classes, and I have a U.S. history test for the first test and a Bible test for the third, and he teaches both.
You get a buffer zone of second hour
of math. Yeah. So like I get slammed.
So you get at first you got to use like your hand and you got to like not really focus that much because you know the answer, but then after that you got to use your brain.
Yeah.
It's like a nice little cycle you got going there.
Except that it ends with me having what's that disease
Carpal
called? Yeah. But like psoriasis. I'll have psoriasis in my 70s because I had to take writing tests.
Or arthritis.
No, psoriasis.
Okay.
One's gonna develop into the other, I'm sure. But
I'm no doctor, but I don't think that's how that works.
Well, I know what I'm talking about. so anyway, but yeah, so I have U.S. history, which is a good 2 pages of facts about World War II, and I should be able to do that one pretty easily. And then I got math, which that's gonna suck, but I think I have a buffer zone because I think I have a 99 in math. But I don't know what a lot of it means. And so I have a binder to turn in, which is all up to date, so that's a good buffer zone because that's a test grade. And then I got another test grade, which is journal entries, because every morning we got to do journals.
Oh, that reminds me.
What, you need to do something?
Yeah, my economics notebook, right?
Yeah, we're going to pause it. I'm just kidding. Keep going.
Yeah, my economics notebook, it's the same teacher who teaches math and economics, so that's why it's like the same notebook grade.
Say her first and last name and her social...
And I am missing like 2 months worth of assignments.
2 months, huh?
2 months, and that means I get like a major dock on my binder grade because they're just gone. I have no idea where they are.
I've never enjoyed binder grades. Never.
I always do because binder grades aren't hard. Like it's not hard to fill out your grade sheet and put everything in order. It's like it's free points.
It's not hard, but you never think about it until the last week.
And
like,
that's
you
fine.
never think about
That's
it.
fine.
If you have all the papers. If you have all the papers.
That is true. I am missing 2 months worth of papers.
Right. So it's like, it's fine, dude. I'll take the C. It's like, fine.
Well, I don't have a choice, and apparently I have the highest grade in that class. I don't remember getting that, but it's a thing that I have.
Did you get highest achievement?
Yeah, highest achievement economics. That's me.
See, because we got...
I still don't know what's going on in that class.
Because, see, for some reason, when you're in high school, you still get, like, cardboard cutout awards.
They're not even cardboard anymore.
Yeah, they're just copy paper. So, yeah, we get these awards, and I got a bunch, and people were mad, and Lucas got a bunch, but all I'm going to say is that we're geniuses. Anyway, quote me on that one. But I think what was interesting...
I'm not a genius. You can't quote him on that one.
What I think is interesting is that we had, in our history classes on, like, last Friday, we had... debates to do, and we had to like talk, and that's how we got a good grade.
Super fun.
And everybody was mad at both. I don't know how many people were mad at you per se, but everybody was mad at me because I led the discussion basically, which I don't think that's my fault. I think if you just speak, like he didn't care if you knew exactly what you were talking about, but the fact that you were in the discussion made the grade.
Literally the whole grade was just based on like if you have an opinion. Like literally, you could say like I kind of did this, but not exactly, because you could be like, oh, communism's bad, and then someone else could say, oh, I think it's pretty good, and you get points for it, because it's like,
Yeah, I mean,
it's an opinion, and you're at least in the discussion, so...
Yeah, I don't think it mattered too much. I think the thing that mattered the most was the fact that, like, you just were brave enough to say something about the topic that he wanted. So I got extra credit, because not only did I know what I was saying, and I used a lot of the points that he wrote down in our notes, but... I just spoke the entire time. Like I didn't ever stop.
He just didn't stop talking.
In fact, eventually everyone left. It was just me and him. We were just having a talk. I don't know.
Got pretty real. Yeah, I got the same bonus. I got 110.
Yeah, I got 110 as well.
Because I don't know. I led the discussion. I feel, but like in less of a way you did. Because really, what I felt like I did was kind of like. Instead of letting the teacher move from topic to topic, I moved from topic to topic.
See, I didn't do that.
Because I could, like, drew the parallels between the topics, and I was like, oh, this connects to this, let's move on.
Yeah, I didn't really do that. But I think, I don't know, you may have had an extra advantage because you're the second hour class and we're the first hour class, and he's waking up first hour, so I don't know about that one. Anyway, if he is watching,
it It was a great test. Do it again.
Don't hate us, but we're great. I don't know what we said.
I love that test.
Yeah, if you're listening, see, we're not in class, so like we're just being us. I don't know. I don't know. I'm looking for my phone. Can't find it. Have you guys seen it?
Drop down in the comments if you've seen his phone.
Yeah, if you find my phone, can you like text me? I don't know what's going on. Anyway.
So yeah, you were on something.
I was on chemistry.
No, you were on science because it was you were on math because you were like free binder grade.
Oh yeah,
for everybody.
So I have math. I don't know math. Lucas, don't even try. I don't even know where it is. Don't even try. It's gone. Oh, he's not here anymore. He died. Oh,
dude, it's gonna be so sad when we have a camera for this.
Yeah. See, but I think we're in weird moods. Like last time was the Bummer Boys, which is weird because we're like so energetic. But I really think it's because we're like trying to escape as much as possible from finals before it's time.
Because I should be home doing a study guide now.
But we're not. And not only that, but we also just listened to like a bunch of really cool music, and we're like in the mood right now. So like we're just having fun.
It's true.
Anyway, if you see my phone, let me know. So anyway, I have math, and that's a long test, and each one of these tests is an hour and a half. So we have the math one, and it's just all the math that you took during the year.
I personally think that math test is going to take me more than an hour and a half.
Oh yeah, like last year I stayed afterwards. Last year was funny because I stayed, like I had math 7th hour, so 7 out of 8 hours of the day, and so I took it in my 7th hour, and I finished it up, and I didn't finish the test, but the hour finished. And so I still had like a lot to do. So I waited till after school. So this is after everyone has gone home for summer. I'm still there. And all the teachers are like, "Hey, we're going out to eat." I was like, "What do you mean you're going out to eat?" And they were like, "Bye." And they closed they closed the door of the van, and they drove off. And they went to Ted's Escondido, which, I mean, that's a name drop, but it's a restaurant, Mexican restaurant in town. And so they went and they ate their Mexican food. And I was just sitting there, and I was like, "Okay, I guess I'm just here." And I think I waited for like an hour for all the teachers to come back just so they could unlock the school again and I could get to do my math test, which still needed to be finished. It was tough because everyone was like enjoying their summer and having a blast, and I was like still taking a final. And that I'm really hoping that that's not how it is in this math test. I'm not gonna rush through it, but I'm definitely getting it done in the hour. I'm not gonna wait.
I'm gonna actually. During my economics final, I'm going to finish that really fast because economics isn't hard. And then I'm going to try to finish my... What?
Found my phone, guys. Thank you. Thank you for leaving those comments. Anyway.
And then I'm going to try to finish my math... Well, start my math test during my economics period. So that way, I won't completely fail because my math test is 8th hour this year.
Yeah. That's kind of rough. What is 8th hour this year? Math? Yeah. Well, see...
I can also technically start it during 7th hour because it's art, and art doesn't have a final. Unless you're the band teacher.
Yeah, you almost name dropped.
I almost messed up, but I didn't quite.
Well, actually, we could name drop. I'm not going to, but technically he has a public band that we could call out. But anyway. Anyway, so in Avengers Endgame...
Nope, we're off that topic. So
yeah, but if I say Avengers Endgame, I can put it in our I can put it in the what is it called?
Thumbnail.
No, not thumbnail. Yeah, I can put it in the thumbnail. No, I could put it in the tags of our video, and then people, like, if they search Avengers Endgame, there's a chance our video pops up. They just click it.
We're not clickbait bros, dude.
Well, not yet. Anyway,
and we don't upload these things. We have no control over that.
That's true. Maybe I'll leave a note. Here, let me write one down real quick. Hold on. Do I have a pen? Let's see if I have a pen. Yeah, here, I found one. Hold on. So yeah, I just wrote it down real quick. And yeah, so that way they know. And okay, great. Anyway, so I have a math test. That's gonna take a while, but I'm not really worried about it so much. And then the final one is a Bible test, and that's gonna be way easy. But I mean, the only thing I have to do tonight is I have to finish the math study guide, which is just one chapter. It should take me about an hour. And then I have to do my next test final because it is a take-home test. It's for English. And, I mean, realistically, it's really easy. It should take me about an hour to an hour and a half to do almost all of it. And then tomorrow, because it's due on Tuesday, I'll finish it up, and I have to write a 5-paragraph essay on what we read and why it was interesting, essentially. So, I mean, that's pretty easy. But,
Yeah, I had a take-home final too for English, except mine was not easy. It was very hard, and I did not like it.
but here's what I don't understand, and I'm going to throw my entire school under the bus. Here's what it's called, and here's where it's located. It's flashing on screen. But, yeah, essentially, we're not supposed to have take-home tests, but we got one anyway from our English teacher, who's basically like, yeah, I'm going to give you a take-home test, which is all fine. I don't care. I'll do the take-home test. It doesn't matter to me. But the fact is that if you don't have a test in a class, you can stay home or you can go home early. But because this is a secret take-home test, I have to show up and turn the test in and then just stay there for an hour and a half when I could not be.
That's pretty dumb, not gonna lie.
I mean, like,
I don't have to do that because mine's like a college class or something stupid like that, so it doesn't count as the same. Like, it's
Did
not
your-
on the same level, so it doesn't have the same rules. I don't get it.
but did your exemption sheet have your college class on
Yes.
it? Mine didn't. Mine just.
Mine has it. It says Comp 1 right there, smack dab first hour.
But yeah, I just like it makes me upset because like I would rather stay home and not go to school because I think but we have chapel band anyway. But yeah,
Just a whole nother topic.
yeah, I mean that's the hardest test. I mean that's the only one I've studied for. So like hopefully I get that one right. Make or break my grade. That's the only one I studied. Yeah, but I don't know. I think the English one will be fine because it's all easy questions. I think she just wants us to write, which is the main thing. And then I have the chapel band, which, I mean, God willing, I pass the class.
Quite literally.
Yeah, and then the last one is a newspaper one, which I actually have to write the story, and it's due on Wednesday, and I'll turn it in and be
I didn't
done.
even know you guys had a final in that
Well,
class.
it's just the newest story or whatever. It's just our last story, which was done because by the way, he's still listening. But hey man, what's going on? Yeah, so that class.
Pod class.
Yeah, that class where we learn how to make podcasts. Essentially, I'm not in it. Long story short, but I still take the class. So I only look at what's on the board to look at what assignments I have, and it told me a date, and I almost had the paper ready to go. And then I talked to him, and he was like, "Yeah, it's due not then. It's due on this day." And I was like, "Well, that's kind of a stress reliever, but I mean, still got to worry about it, so that's cool." But it's all done. I just gotta put all of my facts and my interviews together. Anyway, that's Tuesday, and then Wednesday is. By the way, what do you have Tuesday?
Tuesday, I open up the morning with a pleasant chapel band test that will be most difficult for everybody.
Amen, brother.
And we'll really be just lucky if we pass that whole test.
I mean,
So-
really, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna walk in. I'm gonna pray. And
I mean, that's probably part of the test. Like, it's gonna be like true, false. Did you pray before you went to class? And if you say false, then like you get
Game
points off
over.
anyway.
game over. And also,
Like, it just says, did you answer false? Well, you got a 0.
and one of our questions is what did you mark down as your favorite Bible verse?
I hope you remember. 'Cause
I
do.
don't.
Well, unlike you
I don't,
guys,
I
actually
don't.
did have one. So
Well, okay, to be fair, I copied somebody's, and I think I do remember. And he was a Christian, so it was a Bible verse that resounded with me.
yeah, but you didn't copy mine, so he probably doesn't know it either.
Well, I guarantee you our child band teacher does not remember the
Unless he has the papers.
Come on. We're talking about let's call him Frank. We're talking about Frank here. Come on.
That's true, but like, I don't know. If the slimmest chance, if he still has them, he'll
Yeah.
know.
Well, that's like one point. I can guarantee you I know most of the questions because we've taken the same test before. But
Do you know all of the points for the red letter challenge?
nope. I don't even want to talk about what the red letter challenge is. I'm gonna be honest.
Okay, so anyway, that's my 4th hour.
Anyway,
And then
that's the
fifth
only
hour.
one you have is just chapel band.
Would you let me finish?
Oh, I thought you said that was it for Tuesday. Anyway, keep
No.
going.
5th hour, I have a religion final, and by that I mean it's literally just a presentation, and it's really easy, so that'll be easy. Yeah, well, okay. And then finally, I have an economics final, which I'm kind of worried about, simply because we have to get I have to have an application like ready to go and have to dress up for an interview. So yeah, it won't be fun. But
I don't know. I feel like that 10-minute.
like it won't take that long. It'll
It won't
take like
take
half
long.
the time. But I
I
just
really
hate
like-
the fact that I have to dress up do an interview for a job that doesn't exist and fill out an application for, once again, a job that doesn't exist. I realize it's good practice, but I still don't want to.
And I think it's interesting that they're going to call out all of our teachers and get like assign you random ones to actually do the interview. But yeah. Anyway, what is that? Your last one?
That's the last one for Tuesday.
Anyway, on Wednesday I have chemistry, and by that point I will have already. I don't want to make a suicide joke on this podcast. I don't feel it's right. Let's just say I'll have prayed real hard. And anyway, yeah, I'll have prayed real hard. I'll go in and I'll do the test, and I'll probably fail, but that's fine because I got enough grades to back me up. And then that's the last one. And then after that, so like, but essentially on Monday I'll be home at 1 o'clock. On Tuesday I'll be home at like 11:30 or 12, and then Wednesday, which is the last day of school, ironically I'll be home at 10 a.m. Like I'll just be done with all my classes.
Yes.
And then we got your pool party, which is coming up. But anyway, what do you have?
I still haven't heard anything about that.
Oh, it's happening. It's happening.
I know it's happening. It's just, it has nothing to do with me.
Ironically, well, because that's kind of how it is, right? Like every time somebody wants to do something, they're like, let's do it at Lucas's, and then they all plan it.
And then they just like kind of show up and are like, hey, dude, you game, bro? And I'm like, I guess. I really can't say no at this point.
Yeah, you guys are already wearing your swim trunks, so like, come on in.
Literally showed up at my house in their swim trunks.
You guys are already in my pool. How'd that happen? Yeah, but, yeah. But I think that why do I keep saying podcast? That pool party will be fun because it'll be the last thing we do, and it's like an annual thing now because we did it last year too.
Yeah.
And I think your house really is free game, because you've never like put your foot down and said no to anybody. So like I think at this point people are just like, oh, Lucas will have us over, like whatever.
I mean, it's because it's most convenient for me, because if I want to be involved with the whole class, which I kind of do sometimes.
Might as well have it at my house.
Yeah, because if it's at my house, I don't have to go anywhere, so, like, it's easy, you know?
Yeah, and I think that podcast will make it fun. I really do. It's funny because you were like, well, Ghost is happening today, and I didn't want to say this to you, but I'm going to say it anyway. I went to Academy today, and I bought some swim trunks. Bought some brand new swim trunks. So like if it's not happening, I want to come over and swim.
Do you have that swim shirt?
That swim shirt.
That swim shirt?
The one that's like really stretched out and could be a blanket.
Just like, do you have one?
Yeah. Look at I unzip my jacket and I'm wearing the swim shirt. Yeah, I do have a swim shirt ready to go. I don't know. The thing about it is that as soon as finals are over, like everything gets 100 times easier. And it's not just because it's summer, but I got so much going on. Like I have Wednesday finals are done and school's done, and then that'll be the pool party, and then Thursday is our senior graduation. God bless. And then Friday is nothing. I can just hang out, have whoever over, do whatever, and then Saturday at 5 a.m. my plane flies away to go to
whether he's on it or not. It's his private plane.
Yeah. Well, you know how hard it is to get a plane. Like, in general. But no, my plane leaves at 5 a.m. on Saturday. So I have to be at the airport at 4. So, yeah.
So,
and I'm going to
overrated anyway, so.
Yeah, and I'm going to Disneyland that day. So, like, guess I don't care about sleep or having energy to walk around a theme park. But, yeah, so that's basically that. I don't know. And then, of course, summer starts. I also want to talk about the fact that my computer just made a weird noise.
That was the PS4.
Oh yeah, because the PS4 is on. That's cool. Just make a note real quick. Okay, I got a note written out. Here, you guys already know what that's about, but yeah. So, also, first of all, are you doing anything like
Wednesday?
Yeah, Wednesday. Yeah.
My final.
Yeah.
I start out the day with a mighty fine art final that doesn't exist.
So you could not be there.
But here's my thing: is that if I've done, I'm gonna look at my math final for economics, and if it's like a big final and I can't finish it all, then I'm 100% just gonna go in for that art period and try to do as much as I can, and then finish it in math.
Yeah, and then
a pool party apparently.
Yeah, but think about it like this: you'll finish school at like noon, and I'll be home sleeping. But you'll finish school at noon, and like you'll have like 3 hours to plan the party and like get it all set up and stuff.
Oh, I'm not planning it.
Oh, I guess
That's someone else's job.
I don't know. I guess like we're just two different hosts because I feel like
Oh yeah.
I'm the kind of host that like I got everything scheduled out. I mean like not a creepy person where I'm like, all right,
Every
we're gonna
minute, but like
yeah, I'm gonna party till 6 and then we're gonna watch a movie till whatever time. And no, but like I know beat for beat how things like should go and how to be a safe host and a good host and that sort of thing.
But safety is really overrated in all parties, in all genres.
I mean,
everywhere.
to be fair, I said I have safety down, and I'm the one who broke my wrist at my own house.
That's true. You want to know
But
how
to be
many
fair-
times I've been injured in my own house?
0.
I mean, that's not true, but it is a very small number.
I've only been injured once. So do I win?
Well, no, hosting, I've never been injured. That much is true. But
Well,
like,
I've never been injured. I've never been. Hold on. Let me see if I can extrapolate. I've never been injured hosting. I've only been injured being a guest of my own party.
What?
Just trying to even up the score. I've never. Anyway, what? You've never been hurt being a host?
No.
Oh well, I have. It was bad, but at least I got hurt instead of anybody else getting hurt. Because like I took so much care trying to make sure no one else got hurt that I forgot to take care of myself, and then I was like, oh, I guess I'll.
Dude, everyone was wrestling. I would argue that.
Everybody was wrestling, but like, I made sure that like all of the sharp objects of my living room were put away, so that way nobody would like run into anything. But then when it was my turn to wrestle, I was like, you know what? Let me just break my limbs. Like that'll be cool. So I broke my wrist. But that's a story for another day. I don't want to tell that story right now. Because I'll cry.
Put down in the comments if you want him to talk about
Put
it
down
next time.
Yeah, put down in the comments if you've ever cried. Anyway, Drexel's gonna have a heyday with this one. Anyway, so as I was saying, yeah. Oh yeah, it's summer. I kind of want to transition and flex my muscles a little bit. I want to talk about how I've kind of become a gardenist. My new term for myself is gardenist.
He doesn't know that it's a botanist yet. So
No, I know what it is. I know what it is. I know what it is. I know what I am. I know what I am. Where's my gum? I know what I am. I know what I am. I'm a botanist. And
he just found out that that's a word.
no, I knew it was a word. I just don't like using it. No.
lying.
Can we stop showing fibs? Can we stop fibbing, please? Can we stop fibbing? What I actually am is a gardener, and I got green thumbs, and I just want to flex. So basically, I have this garden, right? Started it. I got a cornfield on my left, and I got a cornfield on my left, and some watermelons on my right, and I got a nice couple of red flowers because I don't know what they are, and a nice white sunflower which doesn't exist. So, in reality, I'm amazing, and I just know how to garden now. I'm hoping they grow into something. I did it today. I tended the soil. I put the fertilizer down, put the mulch on top of that. I planted my seeds. Like if it works, just like I'll be so proud. This summer's great. I got writing to do. I got exercising to do. I got gardening to do. I got a job to get. I'm just feeling it. How you feeling about summer?
Honestly, I'm kind of nervous about the whole thing.
Are you gonna get a job?
Probably, at some point.
What's that job gonna be, you think?
Honestly, I don't know anymore.
I still stand by my idea. I think we should go online and we should look for the jobs because there probably will be like some jobs that we could both get together and they'll be available. Like if we go talk to people, and there's like websites where it just shows you all the jobs in your area, like Indeed.com.
Yeah, I looked at
We're
those,
sponsored by
but none of them-
Indeed.com.
No, we're not. But
I'm getting paid for Indeed.com.
I'm not getting paid. Only half of this podcast is sponsored. So
Yeah, who signed the contract? Me.
I didn't even know there was a napkin involved in all of this. So,
It's right here. I'm literally holding it right here.
and my name's not on it. So
No.
anyway, jobs. I looked at.
I could
one of
write your
those-
name. You want me to write your name?
I looked at one of those recruiter sites, and I don't know. None of the jobs seemed that interesting to me.
Well, all I know is that my first thought was to be a Barnes & Noble employee. We're sponsored by Barnes & Noble now. Name drop. I wanted to be a Barnes & Noble employee, and it was gone for a couple weeks, and I was like really sad about it. And now it's come back, but it's in a sketchy part of town, and my dad doesn't want me to work there, so
Rough.
it's rough because it's not the one I go to. But I mean, it'd be great. There's a couple jobs that I want. The number one job I want is at a restaurant, but it says you need 6 months prior experience, so I'm not even gonna try. Well, I could try, but I feel like they'd be like, "Have you done something before?" And I'd be like, "Yeah," and they'd be like, "What is it?" I'd be like,
school.
Yeah, high school, and they'd be like, well, sorry, sir, we need like men. And so I would not get that job. So I'm hoping I get a good job. But I think there's something that we could both do. But I don't know.
Yeah, because I don't know. There's so many jobs out there I know I just hate, and I don't want to put myself through that.
Well, I don't want to be like, we have people that say they want to do jobs as like the frozen yogurt servers, like that just check you out at the end, and that sounds like such a boring job.
Yeah,
'Cause
like especially because I know it's gonna be that kind of place where they're like, oh, you can't use like anything, like you can't entertain yourself at all. You just have to stand there for 6 hours, and that sounds awful.
yeah,
Like, don't get me wrong, that sounds super easy, but my goodness, that just
easy,
sounds
but
awful.
yeah, easy but boring. Like I want to be in a job where it's easy enough for me to understand as a first job ever, and entertaining enough to where like I can be like, oh, this is gonna take some time to do. Let me get it done. You know,
Yeah.
like even if it's something like working at Walmart name drop, and like stocking shelves, like at least then it's like I have to know where everything is, and I gotta put stuff away, and it's gonna take me a while to walk around the store and put everything up. So like that kind of thing. But yeah, I have the app on my phone, and like there's just jobs and all these jobs. The number one, I don't know. There's an ice cream place that I'd want to get one at, but
Oh,
I don't know.
that one sounds interesting.
I don't know. I think really like we just need to sit down and find some jobs. What else like do you want to do this summer?
Apparently, I found this out recently.
Start-
I'm going.
Start a band. You
Yes,
heard it here
but
first.
we're getting that later. Going to that later.
Should we not announce?
No. He didn't say that. Anyway,
I'm
that's like
not-
at the end of the podcast when we're like winding down and we're like, oh
We're-
yeah, we're doing this thing.
I'm directing a movie. Oh shoot, I said it.
Well, there goes everything. Well, so
No, go ahead, Lucas, take
Okay,
it
so
from-
I'm taking a trip.
His
That's
phone
the
went off.
important-
He's pretending like it didn't happen.
So I'm taking a trip. I'm going to Illinois, and it'll be great. It'll be grand. I'm gonna hang out with my sister in her apartment. It'll be fun.
That sounds creepy, but continue.
I'm just telling you the facts. I'm gonna go to the Sock Monkey Museum. I don't know. I'm gonna visit some colleges while I'm up there, like Iowa and
But you just got a scholarship to the best Lutheran school I've ever heard of. So
the
like,
one in Indiana.
yeah, whatever it's called. I forget what it's called.
I don't remember either, but I did get a scholarship at the awards ceremony for $2,000. It was kind of cool.
And it stacks. I didn't get one, but
That's tough, you know.
hopefully this gardening thing works out because like I don't have any options. I mean, I could just become a farmer and have a ranch and get paid real good money selling my wares to the local community, but spitting in buckets.
So-
but like I don't know.
So yeah, that's my summer vacation, and then at the end of summer, somewhere in August, I have to go visit a college in Colorado.
I don't know about colleges this year. I think I have 2 planned visits that I'm going to take, maybe 3. One of them is like my summers are always crazy because I go on so many like trips and stuff. So eventually, this is how it pans out essentially. So in May, like next week when school gets out, I'll go to Disneyland. Now I'm going to see if I can get some kind of interview with a UCLA person or a UC school person. I don't know how that's going to turn out, especially because we like to stay in that Disneyland area. And UCLA, which is the school I'd prefer to go to, is an hour and a half drive away. And I don't know how I feel about being there for 3 days and spending 3 hours of one of my days just driving, plus the other like 2 hours like touring or whatever.
I mean, it's honestly, it's a one-time. Like you don't have to tour more than once. So really, in my opinion, you should do it. Because
Yeah.
like, how many times have you taken that trip?
A lot.
So like, do you really need to take it again? Like, what's like 5 hours out of one day to like see if this is what you want for the rest of your life?
At least 1 hour waiting in line at Disneyland. I mean, but yeah, I get that. But yeah, it's one of the UC schools I'll probably go tour. And then when I go to Hawaii, I'm definitely going to tour the Hilo School, which is where my dad went to college. And I'm going to see what that's like.
It'd be really cool if you went to college there, because then you just live in Hawaii.
I mean, that's what my dad did, because literally my dad was on a farm, worked on a farm, and then went out to Hawaii, and he stayed in a dorm in Hawaii, and yeah, that was just it. He lived there for a long time.
That's really cool. I did not know that.
Oh yeah, one of these days we'll just make a podcast called My Dad. My dad has had a pretty interesting life. But anyway,
You see, I don't actually know enough about my dad's life to participate in that, so I guess I'll have to start information gathering now.
well, you can just learn about my dad. You can take notes about my dad.
I don't. That sounds a little creepy.
The more you know, the better. Anyway,
But yeah, basically, vacation at the beginning, vacation at the end, and then there's not much in between.
oh, and then I might go to Vegas, yeah, and then I might tour school. Like if I go find a school in Vegas, that sounds
go
like
to Vegas for school. That sounds really
well,
weird.
Nevada, not
Well,
Vegas
yeah,
proper.
I get that part.
There's a college on the Strip, dude. Right next to Caesar's Palace. There's just like a college. It's called Vegas School. You go in there.
You learn how to gamble.
Yeah, essentially called Vegas School. Anyway, yeah, I think colleges will be interesting. I mean, I have 2 more years, so I could tour at junior year or
Yeah, that's true. You do have the benefit of time.
Like really, this isn't the summer that I would tour colleges. The summer that I would tour colleges is the one you're in, which is going into junior year.
Yeah, see, because my master plan in life was I wanted to have a college picked out by the time I was by the time my senior year started, I was going to be like, okay, this is the one I want to go to. So I'd send my application, I'd do all the stuff, do all the things, so everything would be ready and to go. So that way I wouldn't be panicking at the end of the year being like, oh man, where am I going to go?
And that's where we're at now.
Yeah.
Dang, that's tough. Anyway, we'll see you guys later. I don't know. I think that it'll be fun. I think I'll have some fun this year, and if I go to colleges, I'll go, and if I don't, I don't. But definitely next year I'll tour. If I don't tour this year, and I'll just see what happens. I think that's pretty much it for summer. I mean, I got a lot of trips planned, but we could talk about those later. I mean, like during those weeks when we have the podcast.
It's true.
Because eventually there's going to be a weekend where, like maybe next week I'll be in Disneyland when we do the podcast. But
that'll be crazy.
Yeah, especially because last time we attempted this, my file corrupted, and we never found out what happened to the Jungle Book.
What? Yeah, it's true. We did. It was recorded. It just didn't go anywhere. A mock review. It sucked.
No, I thought we said that in the next one, but like we never talked about why it sucked. Basically, it's bad, and I don't want to talk about it. And eventually, we're gonna watch The Theory of Everything and To the Bone, like we said we were going to, but not today and not ever. So
let's talk about a different movie that we both saw.
Avengers Endgame.
I was gonna say Detective Pikachu.
No, let's talk about Avengers Endgame again. So I love the scene, and the spoiler ban's lifted, so all the spoilers I said last time count this time. So anyway, Captain America gets old, and I'm like, what the heck, dude? And he goes, I'm dead now. And I was like, what? And he's like, sorry, just kidding, you're Captain America now. And so that was my review of the movie. Anyway.
Detective Pikachu was a pretty good movie, not gonna lie. I liked it a lot.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good for people that know what's up with Pokemon. Like, if you don't know anything going in, or you were just one of the people that knew Gen 1 stuff, it could be a little confusing. But to somebody that knows everything and as deep as we are in Pokemon, I feel like we got it all.
Yeah, it was a good... I liked it because, I don't know, Pokemon, like, everything was just really well animated. I was really worried it was going to be like, Sonic the Hedgehog and the fact that everything just looks off, but it turned out really well.
Yeah. The more hate that Sonic gets, the sadder it makes me for the movie, because I know it's probably going to be bad. I mean, I have some hope that Jim Carrey saves the entire movie.
That's the sole hope.
It's
That's
unlikely.
all we have left.
It's unlikely, but I mean, I just want to say, I think there's a chance. It's a very low, 0.1.
Small chance.
But, I mean, who knows? Maybe with the redesign, all the people that hated it will just somehow love it again. I don't know.
I don't know. We will probably end up watching it anyway, but I will not enjoy it.
I think next podcast we'll dive into Detective Pikachu some more, but
yeah, that's pretty good.
Anyway, we're towards the end of the podcast here, and I think it's time that we finally do what we said we were going to do. We're here to announce something. I've gotten married.
This is news to me.
Yeah.
Who's the lucky person?
Oh, thank you for saying person, because you don't know
I
who I
don't
could
know.
have married. And in a time like this, it's 2019, I think I could have married anybody. And I just like to say this was a bit, but it just shows that we're finally starting to learn as a culture that we can say people. We don't have to say guy, girl, people. And anyway, yeah, it'd be cool to be a band. I think we should I'm definitely putting out a song this summer. Like, I want to try and make a song, like either through GarageBand or
Dude, you already
whatever.
have a song.
Yeah, one day I'll show it off. But
it'll be part of the bloopers.
I think it'd be cool. Maybe we can get together with the band teacher and we can actually like make something because like it'd be fun.
Yeah, he talked about because way back when when the band teacher had
Mr. Frank.
yes, Mr. Frank.
Here's what
back,
we'll do.
Back in the day, he used to have a lot of hope for us, and he wanted us to be able to write music by the end of the year. It never happened.
Yeah, too many people were getting pregnant. What?
That one sucks because it's real.
Yeah, that's a hot button issue, but yeah, it'd be cool. Maybe we can get together and do something. We'll see what's popping. Anyway, I guess we're at the end here. Any final words?
Yeah. I don't have any final words.
Dang,
good.
So those are some good last words.
Yeah, and that's.
Anyway,
yeah.
I think we just
Those are my final words.
I think we're just gonna end it with something. I want to start doing this little thing at the very end of the podcast where I play a little clip, and I play a clip, and the audience at home can try and figure out what it is and what it means to me as a person. So let me just find this clip. Lucas, try and entertain while I find this clip.
Let's see. Entertainment. Detective Pikachu. I don't know. I
found it.
Okay, thank goodness. I really couldn't keep that up for any amount of time.
Okay, so this goes out in memoriam to a senior we know. You don't have to try and figure this out, but if this person ever watches it, I just wanted to let you know that you were great. We love you. We miss you already. You haven't even left yet, but your graduation's coming up, and this is for you, okay? So no music at the end, no outro. This is just how we're gonna end it. All right? So here we go.